Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Grania Fletcher and I have the privilege this evening, I'm actually here in Port Macquarie. So yes, I have the privilege this evening of having some incredible people come on. Predominantly tonight, we're actually just going to have a lot of gentlemen who are going to be sharing their stories. We've got a packed house. We will start with Daz Chettle, who is a great friend of mine. Daz has been with taking the products for the past 3 years now, and he's had incredible results by taking these products. I think he might have started off as a skeptic. So we're going to go over to Daz Chettle now. Daz, if you want to unmute. And Daz is just going to share with you, he's from the lovely New Zealand, and Daz is just going to share with you his experiences that he had on these products. Hey,
Hey
Daz.
guys. Hey, how are you? Hey, lovely to be on with you all. So, Grania sent me some pills, and my wife said, "What are they?" And I said, "Well, I wouldn't have a clue." She said, "Well, you should try them." And I said, "Oh yeah, whatever." So, Breezy put the pills in my little pill tray. I do a lot of traveling. I'm in a hotel room right now in Invercargill. It's very cold in New Zealand, and so I'm on about 60 to 70 flights a year. I'm a preacher, so I travel around speaking and talking to a lot of people and in a lot of airplanes and around a lot of sick people too. So I started taking these pills because my wife told me to, and that's a good thing to do. And I didn't get sick. I went through a whole winter, New Zealand winter, with all the travel, all the planes, everything, didn't get sick. Same the following year, same the following year. But here's the kicker. Now, this is the bit that's very interesting. My credit card, so I got a credit card stolen and the pills stopped arriving at my door. So I didn't take them for, it's been 4 weeks now that I've had no pills. I've got a headache right now. And I've been quite sick. Even I got off a big flight a week ago and I just felt really average. I'm a Kiwi bloke. You know what I mean? Like all I do know is I hadn't been sick for 3 years, taking these two pills every day. I stopped them, and in 4 weeks I've been sick twice. And just my energy, and because I'm like when I'm speaking, I'm quite a high energy person. I've just noticed there's been a bit of a shift in my energy. So I said to Grania, "Oh my goodness, you need to get me some more pills, please." And when I get back to Christchurch on Thursday, they'll be in my little tray that my wife's put them in my little tray. We're going to drop these pills and then we're going to be back on track. So, my story is probably someone that would never had bought a supplement or anything in his whole life. And to have them for all those years and then to stop suddenly and actually for me to feel the difference in my body, it's a no-brainer. So, Grania, you've got a customer for life, mate.
Don't worry, they're actually at your door, and so is the NAD. So you had NRF1 and NRF2 he was taking, and now he's on NAD as well. So you're going to be like a pocket rocket. Thanks, Daz.
Bless you. See you guys.
See ya. So now I have the absolute pleasure of introducing the incredible Dr. Gail Pearson. Now, for those of you that maybe don't know Dr. Gail was instrumental with our company opening New Zealand. Now, I had the pleasure of working with Gail to get her on board. Now, if a lot of you know Kiwis out there, they're straight shooters, and she wanted facts. She wanted to know everything about the PubMed. That's not my genre. And she wanted to talk to the scientists and everything. And she's like, if I'm going to bring this into New Zealand and put my name against it, I need to make sure that this isn't some some silly stuff that's out there. So I am excited that Gail did do all the research, decided to help us open New Zealand, and that was 3 years ago. And we now have the pleasure of bringing on Dr. Gail Pearson, who is an anaesthetist from New Zealand. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Grania, and thanks very much. And Daz, what an amazing story. Isn't it great when we can make a difference to people's lives? I've been a doctor for 40 years, and latterly I've found everybody is saying the same thing. They're tired, they have no energy, they've got brain fog, their sleep is poor, and they just don't feel right. It's the modern day ill. And they're always complaining that they just don't feel good. Even though they might eat well and they exercise, something's just missing. And what is it? We're not aging well. We really are not aging well these days. Why? It's because of our environment. Now, if you have a look, because I'm going to be talking a little bit about anti-aging and how to look after your cells tonight, I want to show you what I looked like 10 years ago and what I look like now. Thank you, Grania.
Do you want me to share that?
I share the screen.
Okay. All righty. Let's bring this up. Hang on. Where is it gone? Here we go.
There we go. So on the right, that was 2014, and I was in a pretty happy space at that stage, and I didn't think I was aging that badly. But if you have a look at 10 years later on the left, and that's being activated, so I'm working at my cellular level, that's 10 years. I don't think I've aged. In fact, I think I've gone backwards. And why is that? I'm not supplementing a deficiency in me. I'm activating my body to do the work it's always been programmed to do. The body has this incredible ability to heal itself. The hardware is all there, the software is all there, and we just need to reboot it. We need to get those cellular processes up and working again. And so I'm going to cover a few different aspects of that tonight. Thank you. And how we can see if nutrition can affect our genes. We know that if you exercise well, if you eat well, if you have healthy water, if you sleep well, that makes a difference to your health. But can you go that extra step and change your genes? Well, a lot of people will say, it's in my genes, can't do anything about it. That's actually not correct. Epigenetics is the science of how you can change your genes by up to 90%. So the DNA is the blueprint, but the epigenetics is the way that you can change it and the way that you can become healthy. And I want to look at 3 different ways that we can actually target this. When you age, what happens? You get oxidative stress. Now, if you don't know what oxidative stress is, please go and look it up. Because if you look at oxidative stress in anything you can imagine, it's there. Oxidative stress is when you've got too many oxygen-free radicals and they damage cells. And what happens? You get aging. Mitochondrial decline. Mitochondria are the little energy bunnies of the cell, and they will give you energy. As you age, they don't work as well, they don't connect as well, they don't reproduce as well. So that's also another feature of aging, as is NAD, which is the master CEO of the cell. It regulates a lot of cellular processes, protein production, enzyme production, coordination. So it's sort of the master into the cellular health. And then, of course, we've got the collagen decline. And we all know what happens when collagen declines. After about the age of 30, you start to see the wrinkles. So the question is, and I ask you, can you activate the genes in your DNA that are already pre-programmed, that are always there? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. Thanks. So you can extend your health span. Now, your health span is the length of life that you're going to live healthy. Lifespan is okay, but what if you're not healthy for that last part of your life? In New Zealand, the health span or the lifespan of a woman is about 84, a man is 82. The health span is 63 years old. So do you know what that means? That means that on average, there is 20 years where you will not be in optimal health on average. Some people will be longer than that. Some people will be shorter than that. But if you could take away that 20 years of ill health, would you want to? Would you want to add life to your years? I think it's a pretty simple yes, and let's see how. So the first thing we can do is have a look at what we have got available, how we can do cellular activation, how we can activate rather than supplement, how we can get every single cell in our body to work. The flagship product is Protandim NRF2, and this has been around since 2003. One thing about being a doctor is that you're very good at reading scientific papers, and this product has 27 independent, product-specific, peer-reviewed, which means a whole stack of scientists look at it, and then they publish it. So the science behind this is incredibly robust. This targets your master genetic regulator. It reduces your oxidative stress, and so it produces antioxidant enzymes in every cell of your body. Not take antioxidants, you make antioxidants in every single cell of your body. Can you imagine the power of that? That is just incredible. We've got trillions of cells. This is just incredible. Then in 2016, they brought out the mitochondrial NRF1, another genetic pathway. 2019, they brought out the NAD, which I said was the master CEO of the cell. And then in 2023, activated collagen, which actually activates collagen production by increasing the genes that produce your collagen. And then they went on to do the skincare as well, activated skincare, which actually gets into your skin to make sure that your genes will make you look healthy, make you look radiant. As you can see, I'm pretty excited about these products. And we don't live in the same sort of world. I mean, we're constantly bombarded by things in the food that we eat. It's not nutritious. It's often laden with pesticides, herbicides. We've got Wi-Fi, we've got Bluetooth. We have all sorts of water that hasn't got nice stuff in it. You know, when we go out, are we breathing clean air? So our environment is just not the same, but we can reduce the damage. We can reduce the impact of those oxygen-free radicals naturally with Protandim NRF2. And that's what we call a nutrigenomic approach. Nutrition affecting your genes, nutrigenomic. And this is what it's got in it, thanks. Really simple stuff. These are not new. What have we got? Turmeric. It's a great antioxidant and a great anti-inflammatory. Green tea, again, a great antioxidant. Ashwagandha and bacopa, great for mental clarity, focus, hormonal balance, and then milk thistle, great for liver cleansing. And the liver is one of our major detoxification organs of the body. So it's important that we have a healthy functioning liver to be able to deal with those extra stresses that we get on a regular daily basis. Protandim NRF2. And here we are. What does it do? It reduces oxidative stress in everybody by 40% in 30 days. It increases glutathione, and if you don't know what glutathione is, it's a master antioxidant enzyme. It increases it by 300% in 120 days. The only other way you can increase your glutathione is by having it intravenously, which is expensive, and you need to do it very regularly. So what does this do? It produces antioxidant enzymes in every cell, as I said, to maintain cellular health, and it stops that free radical damage, which damages cells. Next, we have got the mitochondrial one. Now, if you think of the cellular activators as your computer, you've got the NRF2, which is all the apps that is on your computer. You've got the NRF1, which is the power switch which you put on to make sure it's got battery. And then we've got the NAD, which is actually the master genetic activator. So that's looking at the operating system. So that's how I sort of liken it to what we've got in our modern day environment. Look at these natural things that are in the NRF1, alpha-lipoic acid, grape extract, quercetin, acetyl-L-carnitine, CoQ10. You'll see a lot of these individual agents being marketed as supplements, but none of them, unless you've got the correct combination, will stimulate that genetic pathway, the genetic pathway that makes your mitochondria or the energy batteries of your cell work better. Thanks, Rania. So what does it do? Well, again, it reduces the free radicals. And then it helps give you energy, basically. And you heard Daz talk about the energy that he's got from having the NRF1 and the NRF2. Let's look at the NAD. Again, supports your energy levels. The formulations in New Zealand and Australia are slightly different, so I haven't done them here, but it also supports collagen, it reduces free radicals, it supports everything, and they all work in concert. So you've got the NRF1, the NRF2, and the NAD, and this next slide is the most exciting one, because when you get them all together, look at this phenomenal results that you get, and these are specific genes. So look, we've got antioxidant detoxification genes, we've got inflammatory response genes, we've got metabolic genes, we've got the mitochondrial genes, we've got the NAD synthesis genes. All of them are increased when we put all of those three together, and that's what we call synergy. They're synergistic, and we call it the tri-synergizer. NRF2, NRF1, and NAD, all completely natural, put together to stimulate those genetic pathways nutrigenomically. Thank you. And then it didn't stop there, because they brought in the collagen. And being a skeptic like Daz was with these tablets, I was incredibly skeptical with the collagen. I thought, no, can't work. And then I started to see the results. We know that collagen is one of the most prolific proteins within the body, and it's all over the body. It's ubiquitous. So we see it in hair, muscle, joints, guts, and bones. And interestingly enough, after we started this, initially we saw the skin results, and I'm going to show you a few of those in a minute. And then we started to see results in the gut. And then we started to see results in the bones. And then we started to see results in the joints. And then we started to see results in the liver. So we knew that this collagen is actually activating collagen synthesis throughout your body, not just your skin. Thank you. When you get the two of them together, the NRF2 and the collagen, it's called the healthy glow stack, and this modulates your stress response. This improves your ability to counteract anything that comes towards you that you don't really want in your life, in terms of any toxins or any invaders or anything like that. It's a very powerful combination. The study on this is particularly robust. So here's me left pre-collagen. I was activated at that stage, and you can see a few little wrinkles. I'm in my mid-60s now. And if you fast forward over to the far right, that was 7 months on collagen, and already you can see a radiance, you can see a shine, you can see the wrinkles reduced, the neck is much, much better. So I could see to myself, and so that's why I say to you, it's very important to take photos, because you really don't see how far you've come. This is Betty from America. Her life has just been absolutely changed. She loves this. She's activated as well as the collagen. And then we've got Grania, who was on previously. Look at her eyes, they've woken up. This is better than an eye lift, and certainly a lot cheaper as well. And then we've got the beautiful Lainey from Australia. She just looks 10 years younger. These are products that are working at the cell to get radiance and to get cellular health from the inside out. And you do know that when you glow from the inside out, it shows. So what I've tried to show you tonight is that, yes, you are a product of what you eat. Yes, you are a product of your environment, but also you are a product of how you express your genes. And so we're going to go on next to have another story. And here's Tony. Thanks, Grania.
Thank you. Okay, so now we have Tony Baker here. You can see this was Tony's hand. So it's interesting. Gail's talked all about cellular health, and we're actually going to hear from Tony about how his hands have improved so much by using the tri-synergizer. So he actually started working from the inside out and had incredible transformation. Okay, Tony. Okay, lovely.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
Good. I didn't take the products for beauty. I think I'm beautiful enough, but I thought I'd give them a go anyway. Yeah, I used to suffer with lifelong red, itchy skin on my body, but especially on my hands. And I tried everything over the years to try and fix this: elimination diets, allergy testing, red light therapy, Eastern medicine, a lot of steroid creams, and all manner of lotions and potions that promise the earth. But nothing fixed the problem. Doctors and specialists, of course, just kept prescribing more and more steroid creams. And, I know they're only masking the symptoms and don't address the root cause, but they did provide relief. And so you do keep using them, and you use them more and more. About 11 years ago, I realized my skin was addicted to the steroid creams because, whenever I would stop, my skin would flare up again. They'd be all red, and the skin on my hands, as you saw before, would crack and bleed. And yeah, I just itched all the time. I couldn't sleep. It heavily affected my mood, and my mental health was, plummeting. So my wife, familiar story, introduced me to the Synergizer. And of course, I was skeptical at first. I've tried everything under the sun. Nothing's worked. But I thought I would take it because of the gentle insistence that I at least give it a go from my wife. Can't turn that down. So I did that. And after a month, I found that, my skin was looking and feeling better and wasn't as itchy, and all the split skin, it healed. And I ran out of the tablets. So I didn't actually bother ordering any more. I thought my skin was naturally coming down from a flare. But after another couple of weeks, I noticed, the itchiness had returned, the skin was splitting again, and I thought, let's try that Synergizer again. So I did, and being, pretty scientific, I didn't change anything else, not my diet, no lotions and potions or anything like that. All I did was pop the Synergizer, and after another couple of weeks, sure enough, the itchiness and redness started dying down. And I stuck with it for 3 months. Well, I should say after 3 months, I noticed my skin was just normal. Like it was the first time it'd been normal in my life, pretty much. And I've just been on it for the last 2 years, and I haven't had any flare-ups or anything come back, and my skin's been perfect ever since. And again, I haven't changed anything over the last few years, so I'm pretty convinced there's something in this Synergizer that's really helped me.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Tony. It just goes to show you need to listen to your wife. I think this is the message that we're getting tonight, is that you need to listen to your wife.
They seem to know something, don't they?
Thank you. So I'm just going to bring on, but I want to show his before and after before I do. Shaun Olivier is our next guest, and this was Shaun. So Shaun Olivier is from South Africa, and this was him in 2018. As you can see, there's a much smaller version of Shaun now in 2023, and that's his beautiful wife, Andrea. I've had the pleasure of knowing these guys now for the past 5 years. So Shaun, I'd love if you could just share your story of what happened to you when you started listening to your wife and taking these products as well.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, I think there seems to be a common denominator here. Hey, it's women seem to know everything. Sure, my story's not really a life vantage story as much as it's my life vantage miracle. Backtrack 10 years ago, I was in a pretty woeful place. My health was really bad. I was couldn't make it through days, in immense amounts of pain. Been to numerous doctors, scientists, specialists all over, tried all different types of therapies, medicine. Doctors just couldn't give me a diagnosis of what was wrong with me, and it took a long time. Eventually, I met a professor who did a simple blood test and managed to find that I presented with a gene that gave me a diagnosis of an autoimmune disease, which I have, a very, very uncommon autoimmune disease. Granya's husband, coincidentally, has exactly the same autoimmune disease as me. It's like picking a needle in a haystack. And to know Grania, we have 2 needles in a haystack now. Anyway, what it did is basically virtually incapacitated me. I couldn't move. My joints were so bad. My back was terrible. And the pain that I was going through daily didn't just affect me physically, but mentally too. I felt like a bit of a burden on my family. I couldn't make it through days. I couldn't even lift my then young daughter in fear of dropping her, or just couldn't. It was painful. Have some dark memories from that time. I have to live with those. But my wife was very courageous. She always was the hope dealer. She'd pack my pull bag every day. I used to go to work with a lot of opioids, and that was how I made it through the day. But like, I'd only get to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I'd be man down. I'd have to come home and sleep, and that's how I lived my life. I wasn't really contributing. I was a burden on my family. Anyway, Andrea met a lady randomly at a coffee, and she gave her this thing to get these pills, and Andrea thought, well, this sounds like the thing, and I was like, whatever, just another pill. But I took it, and after about 4 months, there was a shift. I mean, I started to not have pain. The only thing I changed was I took this one pill, Protandim, whatever. I didn't really concern, I'll do what she says. But after 4 months, like, the pain started to shift, and I cold turkeyed and just got off all the opioids, and I was fine. I started to get a little bit of my life back. I could get moving, and then after some time, we've been doing this for like 7 8 years now, and introduced NRF2 and then NRF1 to the program, and I never looked back. I started to be able to do things that I hadn't been able to do for like 5 6 years, and my diagnosis was pretty grim. I was told, like, in 10 years from now, which is where I am at 50, I'll be in a mobility scooter or a wheelchair. Like, that's not something really cool to live for. Anyway, after taking NRF2 and NRF1 for a period of time, I just started getting healthier. And then come 2 3 years ago, when NAD first started getting introduced, and we started taking NAD on top of that, it was like game changer. Like, anyone that knows us, we're pretty fit people. Like, we like to eat healthy, we like to promote a healthy lifestyle, and NAD was like switching on the rocket ship. It just gave us all the energy in the world, and I could train again. I could compete again. I could go running and break my own kind of records. It gave me so much hope. Like, and consulting with other people. When I first started on this journey, my central nervous system was shutting down. Now, when they do the testing, I'm performing pretty well. My biological age is like 10 years younger than my actual age, so it must be working.
I think it definitely is, after seeing your photos, Shaun.
Yeah.
I think it is. That's incredible, Shaun. It fills us. There's a lot of people with leaky eyes reading your story and listening to your story, because, that's what we all want. We just want to live a good life and a healthy life, So thank you so much, Shaun. I really appreciate that. So now I'm going to take us over, and I'm going to introduce us to the beautiful Tessia Fitzgerald. Now, Tessia, we've talked about the inside out, and now we're just going to touch on the outside in, which is actually our largest organ that we've got. And the company were so incredible that they decided to make the NRF2 technology in skincare as well. So Tessia Fitzgerald is here at Rainbow Beach in Queensland. She is a hair and beauty salon. And Tessia, are you there?
I am. I'm here.
Beautiful. Hey, Tessia.
What a incredible story. Just
I know.
Incredible. Like, leaky eyes for sure. Hi, everybody. I just really want to share just really quickly, because I know we want to try and keep this to our 30-minute mark. So I was introduced to this beautiful company by Grania. I actually found a little liquid collagen in her fridge for just at her house for I had no idea what she was even doing, but I know skin and I know hair. And I know a lot about men and women that want it, and they want to feel beautiful and look beautiful. And I knew that liquid collagen was the answer. I had been already selling internal products within my studio, but it was powdered and I wanted liquid. So I found it, and I had an incredible experience myself. 4 days with NRF2 and liquid collagen. I'd been experiencing floaters and they were gone within 4 days. So I was sold. And then lucky me, they created an incredible skincare line, which, what Grania said, has the science of NRF2 in the beautiful products that I'm just about to show you. So True Clean, it's a 2-in-1 cream exfoliant. This is a game changer, this cleanser, because you really, it's got a beautiful pearl essence, and it's a pre-probiotic. It has like little Pac-Man that go to work and gobble up your dead skin cells. So it's very easy to get rid of that debris off the skin. True Renew, this is a natural retinol replacement. I love this guy. It's cranberry biopeptides in there. There's some incredible ingredients. The company really has done its research. This little fellow is my favorite. If you know me, he is in my handbag all the time. This is called True Lift from the beautiful eye cream. I don't know if you can see that there. This little tip is phenomenal. It's the way that it delivers the actual cream into the orbital socket. It's lovely and cooling. It's got that green tea in it to actually pop open the eyes, and within 15 minutes you can literally see transformations, which we will be showing in just a second. So, and True Hydrate, this incredible hydrator actually helps to break down pigmentation. So I use these phenomenal products now within my laser skin rejuvenation services that I provide. And so they're phenomenal because there's no minerals or parabens, there's nothing nasty. It actually presents as if you know about the Think Dirty app, which I've just found out about, it's presenting as 0s and 1s. So they are extremely clean. And this company backs itself so much that you can try anything and you get 30 days money back guaranteed. You're just going to love it. So give it a go. Let's see some of these beautiful before and afters, please, Grania.
Okay.
I should have shown you my before and after because they're amazing, but there's some really great ones in here. Day 1 to 21. Wonderful. Look at that. Honestly, it is the most phenomenal thing that, but I truly believe that it really, like, it helps when you've got that internal support and now you have the external support. It's just wonderful to see that. Look at those bags under those eyes. I need to meet this beautiful Lara. Patty, incredible. Look at that. Unbelievable. Oh, I love that on the tip with this eye cream. You can actually flatten, use that to flatten over the top of the lip. It's just wonderful. Oh, look at that cutie pie.
Thank you so much, Tessia.
You're so welcome.
Okay.
If you haven't tried it, you must. It'll change your life. It's a wonderful product.
Thank you, darling.
Pleasure.
So now I'm just going to end with showing you my activated story and just to share with you a couple of minutes about why I got involved with this company. I hope you can tell that we're all pretty excited about what these products can do. And I hope you can tell that, if we can get a Dr. Gail Pearson on the line, there must be something in these. This isn't something that, you go up to the Mexico and go on some Himalayan mountain and climb up on some goat's trail to get something. This is real science. Even though it's all natural, it's all backed by real science. So this was my picture. Can you see that? Yes. Oh, I'll just go back one. So this was me in 2016, and I actually thought I was really pretty healthy. And then this is me in 2024. And I think a bit like Gail, I think I actually look a bit younger now than I did in my 40s. I think my mid-50s, I'm actually not looking too bad, actually. And that's what happens when your body is activated from the inside out and the outside in. And I just want to end with this. This was us back in 2016. It was just 5 of us that had got together, and we started researching to see if there was a product out there that could maybe change the health of Australians and maybe New Zealand. You know, that wasn't even on the Richter scale at the time. And, you know, we have a nurse here, we have Una, Denise, Charlotte, and Kim. And we just said, what if the science that we're reading, the research we're doing about these products that are in Australia, but no one knows about them, what if they're as good as what we're saying? And what if we could maybe help all these families with their health and maybe create another income for them and our families, you know? So we got together and we just thought, why not us? Why can't someone's got to launch Australia? Why can't it be us? So with a lot of faith, but I think risk, I heard this today on a podcast that faith is risk. And I was given a great acronym about risk, and it's about relationships, having integrity, having service, and kindness. There is no risk if that's the way that you create a business. And that is what we have all done. We have built incredible relationships. We have complete integrity. What you see is what you get. I can't tell a lie, and I won't. We give great service, as does the company. You know, they were one of the only companies that through COVID and everything that they delivered all the time to even the remotest place. And we have kindness. We want everyone to succeed. We want everyone to have an incredible transformation. So if any of this resonates, if the products do, which I truly believe, I think everyone should be on. But look, if the business, if you're thinking, look, hey, that picture could be me. I take pictures of all my consultants now because I say to them, this is your day one, and who knows where you're going to be in 8 years. This was me 8 years ago. So if any of this resonates with you, I would love you to get in touch with the person that recommended you to this call. We want to thank you so much. And if you're watching this recording, please get in touch with the person that actually sent this recording to you, and let's start you on your activation story or your Life Vantage story and see what's going to happen with you and your family. Thank you so much.